Hi, welcome to the most private and centrally located apartments in Kigali. Welcome to Sanctuary Hills. I'm happy today to show you this property that we've been working on for the last year. We've done a lot of things in this property to make it very comfortable, very private for our clients. It's located about 5 minutes away from Kigali Heights and the Kigali Convention Center. We believe it's an amazing location because it's right at the heart of the city, and it's in a very private and quiet street, but very close to all the areas centrally located. In this property, we prioritized three most important parts. We wanted to create a very sophisticated, luxurious, modern style of living. We wanted it to be in a very great neighborhood, and the last is we wanted to be extremely private. One of the things that we've noticed in Kigali, there are a lot of apartment buildings that are modern but are not very private. They're very dense in the amount of units that they have, and we found that we could provide a much better and more comfortable style of living while creating an amazing location as well. So what we did with this Sanctuary Hills project, we designed 4 individual standalone buildings that act as villas. Each villa has 3 floors. Each floor is its own private apartment. This allows us to have every apartment in this complex have no shared walls or dividing walls with any of its other residents. It creates a lot of privacy. It creates a lot of sound privacy and sound insulation. Even when you look at the site, what we wanted to do was keep the project away from the road. When I mean prioritizing and privacy, all 3 floors are hidden directly from the public's eye on the street. We have this great structurally engineered retaining wall that's going to create a lot of privacy and a lot of quiet space for our tenants and our homeowners. We emphasized on the highest quality of construction we could possibly do. We use local materials, and we try to create a project that's unique in design. So in the entire project, we have 12 dwelling units and apartments. All of them are 3 bedrooms and 3 baths. It's in a plot that's roughly 1,600 square meters, and it's the lowest density allowed by Rwanda to have in this location. So the location we are in is very close to the center of the city, and because of that, Rwanda has prioritized that this area of the city requires high density living. So all the apartment buildings on this road specifically that are going to be developed in the future are going to be high density living. And I think one of the things that creates a more luxurious and comfortable environment and place to stay is to have the least density as possible. So this project allows you to live centrally located and the lowest possible density allowed by Rwanda. Our property is also located to a lot of great amenities, most important being the Rwanda Development Board. This is a central institution when you come to Rwanda to create business. As you know, Rwanda is become a magnet for investment in East Africa, and the location that you need to be at the most is the Rwanda Development Board, and it's just about 2 to 3 minute walk from here, but creates also the privacy and the calmness away from the central street, but it's also extremely convenient and centrally located. So another reason why this is a more desirable location is because if you are renting it and this is an investment property, you're going to find it easier to rent to business travelers, and business travelers are going to prefer this location because of its privacy. They're going to prefer it because it's very close and really walking distance located to Rwanda Development Board, and they're going to like the fact that they're next to the commercial center, which is the Kigali Heights and the Kigali Convention Center. You're also going to be able to get a lot of renters that are attending the convention center for events. So this is a great place if you're interested in getting renters, business renters, for an investment, this is a great location for that. So we're here at the front side where you're going to be overlooking the city. So these are going to be the front of the apartments. As you can see, these buildings are separated and are in the style of a villa. So as I was mentioning, each building has 3 apartments: the ground floor, the first, and the second floor. The second floor is the highest and is at the same level as the street. All the apartments in this project are the identical same in floor plate and format, but with one exception, that the units are mirrored. So if the washroom and the showers are on this side in this apartment building, on the other side they are on the other side. So the only difference is that they're mirrored, but the format, the utility, and the space is the identical same. So welcome. Now we're inside one of the units on the ground floor. This is a similar unit as you're going to find in all the different buildings that we're developing. They're all 3-bedroom. They have a large open area and space, which family area, for kitchen, for dining area, and for entertaining guests. So here we are in the best part of your apartment and your house. It's a very large space. As you can see, it's very wide. This open space that allows a lot of natural light to come in allows you to have a great space to entertain guests and your family living room. The kitchen area will be against the wall where you have the cabinets, you'll have the chandelier, and you will have a nice island here to work on and to also be potentially entertaining guests on the island. As you can see, the kitchen overlooks this entire space. So if you're a family and you're overlooking your children playing, doing homework, you can see the entire space. It's a great place for families, it's a great place for entertaining guests, and it's a great communal area. And right next to the kitchen, right in front of it, we're going to have this opportunity to have an 8 to 6-seater dining table, which allows you to have large dinner parties, allows you to have guests, allows you to be with your family. And it's a great space overall that connects the entire house. And this is the space where we thought that we wanted to bring in the most amount of natural light. It's also the place where you will have the best views of the city. So this is the kind of the building and the wow moment of this apartment building. You're going to have the spaces, and all of the apartment units have these spaces. As we go up, your views are better, so you're able to look and overlook the city in a better way. And it's absolutely amazing. So if you come here, you can visit the space and you can really take a look for yourself. It's very welcoming and it's very large. Another thing we wanted to design in this house was to provide high ceilings. The high ceilings allows us to bring the natural light deeper into the house. It also allows us to feel like we're in a bigger space and feel like we can host more people. So as you have more people in the space, you shouldn't feel that the space is getting small. So we wanted to prioritize the height. We wanted to bring the space and make it wide. The space is specifically designed and engineered to be more wide than any brick house that you've seen, because we have the beams, the structural beams, to be able to provide us this additional width. And we think that this large space is going to allow us to have a very great luxurious style of apartment living. It should feel, and it does feel, like you're in a house. It should feel also from the aspects of privacy. It should feel from the aspects of security, that you have similar amenities and feelings as you would be living in a house, and that's what we wanted to focus on. So after seeing this great, amazing open space, I want to show you how it connects to the remaining of the unit. So you'll see this amazing large corridor space here. This corridor space connects all the bedrooms, and it connects the guest bathroom. And the guest bathroom can be used by an ensuite of one of the bedrooms, or it can be purposed to use as a guest washroom. So you have 2 options. You have 2 entrances to one of the ensuites. But all the bedrooms in this apartment are going to have their own ensuite. They're going to have their own privacy, and they're going to have their own ability to be rented individually or to be used by an entire family. This is one of the bedrooms. As you can see, all our bedrooms emphasize on bringing natural light. They have large windows. This bedroom is wider than the average bedroom. It allows you to potentially have a workstation, so you can potentially work from home from these individual bedrooms. You have your ensuite, so it's quite self-encapsulated. It's an entire private environment that you can use for renting individually or renting for an entire family. and it provides you with a lot of flexibility and options. We're going to highlight these walls, we're going to finish them, and we're going to paint them white. It's going to be a great feature of the house. We're going to create a lot of architectural elements to create sophistication and modern living in the space. And it's going to be a great bedroom to live in or rent out. We're here in the next bedroom. As you can see, it's identical to the bedroom we just saw. It's also large. It has a great open window to bring natural light. And it's also wide, so it allows for a bedroom and a potential workstation to be able to use potentially for a work from home model. This is the ensuite directly adjacent to the bedroom we just saw. It's large, it has your shower, it has your washroom, it has your sink, so it's entirely useful for this bedroom unit, and it can be used in complete privacy. It has natural light as well, and so this is what we wanted to emphasize in this project. All bedrooms have their own private ensuite bathrooms. Here we're in the master bedroom. It's bigger than the remaining bedrooms. It's about 4 by 4. It allows you to have a very large, reasonable sized bed. It has a great opening. All ground units in this project will have their own private backyard and their own private garden. You'll have privacy from the top because there will be no visual intrusions on your side. And so this will be entirely private. It's an additional for all ground units. And we created a direct walkout, so you can use it for evening tea, relaxation, just a private space to get away from the public. And it's a great place to relax, and it's a great place to invite nature into your house. This is the master bathroom. This is for his and her sinks. It has a large sink, has a large shower, bringing natural light in. This is also a great place for having and hosting 2 people. It gives you all the amenities you need and the space you need to be able to live comfortably, and it's in complete privacy with only access from the master bedroom. This is the first phase of the project. As you'll see, you have 2 buildings here, building A and B. It's about 80% sold at the moment. We have 1 unit remaining. But this is a great time to explain the central corridor. The central corridor connects 2 of the buildings, and we'll have a similar central corridor for the remaining 2 buildings that we're going to construct in the coming months. This central corridor provides access for people from the parking area down to the back. Where we are standing here right now is where we will have the garden oasis in the back. This is completely private. It will have a swimming pool, a barbecue area, an area for guests and residents to sit and relax in peace. We will have green walls on all sides of this property, so we'll have a green fenced wall, private wall on the right, on the left, on the street, and on the back. And we will have landscaping to provide a quiet, natural oasis away from the city. You come down through the staircases to the other 4 apartments that are located below, and it offers great separation from your neighbors. As you can see, the staircase allows you to be separated. There is nothing connecting on either side of the walls of these buildings, so it creates more privacy and more sound insulation. So now we are at the top floor. Right behind me is where the parking area will be. We have a small bridge, cantilevered bridge over the space below. Allows us to create kind of a private environment through that. So here we are at the entrance of the property. You come in from the car parking area here. What we're going to do here is create a privacy dividing wall that will not allow you to look into people's private residences. Also creates more security and privacy for the residences. As you come into the space, you are immediately on the highest floor of the apartment building. You have units on the right and the left. So this is the general floor of the property. You have guests coming in from the front. We have another similar entrance in the other buildings. And then we have a third entrance that's a general entrance for specifically guests that is on the far left. So as you're coming into the property, you can see the master bedroom is right in front on the left side here. It's the largest bedroom that we have. It's a 4x4, so it's very big. It has its own large panoramic window. It will be facing directly a green wall, which is be on the outside, and the entire wall in the back will be green and landscaped, so we'll create some nature that will be able to come into the property. Right outside here is the main corridor area where you can welcome guests and where people will be coming into the unit. It's a large space. It allows people to feel welcome when they're coming in. It's great for entertaining guests and also great for privacy, so the other bedroom units are not disturbed as guests are coming into the house. You'll notice large windows in every room in this apartment. This was really important to be able to allow the residents and guests to be able to bring natural light in, to be able to see the outside environment, but they can also be private if they choose to be. But this option allows the house to be naturally lit. Yet less electricity bills, less lights required. You can bring light into the environment. It creates a better atmosphere, it creates a better mood for the guests. And it's also very beautiful because you have great views. Here at the top floor, you can see this large panoramic view window. So you're at the top of the hill from this unit, and so you have complete privacy from the road, but then you also have this great view overlooking parts of the city. Very great and great location, so it gives you this amazing opportunity to be private, but also be able to see and overlook the city.